YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Jay Loves here, bringing you guys the 12th episode of the football news and the second upload of the day. Like I said, I promised you guys a double upload day, and here it is. And like I said, this is the 12th episode of the football news, and we've got a couple of topics to talk about, as well as a couple of rumors to go along with it. So, with that being said, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago that the Chelsea Football Club went to the Court of Arbitration for Sports to try and get their transfer ban overturned. Because I believe it was last summer they signed too many players under a certain age. I think it was under like 18 or 19, something like that. So they originally had a transfer ban that would have kept them from signing players until, next summer. But as you guys may have seen, and also from the title of the video, the ban has been lifted. So Chelsea are now free to sign whoever they want. They have been given the green light to spend, I believe, £200 million for, again, whoever they want, because that's the money that they got from Eden Hazard in the first place. So that's a good deal from them. Now, in terms of thinking who I would personally buy for the Chelsea side, left back obviously needed Marcus Alonso. Not cutting it. Could go for someone like a Ben Chilwell, something like that. That's the more likely target. They're looking for a new striker because Olivier Giroud getting on a little bit. He wants to play at the Euros. He's just not getting the game time, so they're looking at someone like Moussa Dembele from Lyon. They're looking for a right midfielder. I mean, their squad could be worked out from top to bottom, honestly, in my opinion. Or they could not do any of that, hold on to the money, and just keep using their youth players like Callum Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham, Fikayo Tomori, who have been playing incredible this season. So, good stuff for Chelsea. And now, we've got the big topic. Lionel Messi, last week, as you guys know, Messi won his 6th Ballon d'Or, which puts him ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo for the most Ballon d'Ors won by someone ever. Now, don't get confused by the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo has won the most Ballon d'Ors in the European nation. He's got the most with 5. Messi has the most of all time with 6. Cristiano Ronaldo, even though he finished 4th in the Ballon d'Or voting, I think it was 3rd actually he finished in the Ballon d'Or voting, even though he did little to nothing. Ronaldo has broken... Well, no, he hasn't broken the record. He has become the only player to hit double figures in terms of goals in all competitions of the last 15 years, with a 3-1 win over Udinese. Obviously a brace from Ronaldo, and 1 goal by I don't know who. But, like I said many, many times, this world is witnessing greatness as 2 of the best players ever are coming to the tail end of their careers, and it'll be an even sadder day when they both hang up their boots and retire from the game. Ronaldo, I think, has like 3, maybe 4 years left in him. Messi, I don't know how much longer he's got. Maybe another 3-4 years himself. But just be grateful that you get to watch 2 of the best players in the world. Now off to the transfer rumors. this was over the course of the last week and a half, 2 weeks, so just bear with me. Galatasaray have been looking to sign Thiago Silva, who is also rumored to move with AC Milan. What I find funny about Thiago Silva is that he is allowed to leave on a free contract. I feel like he's always spent his career at PSG, but I know he started somewhere else. It's arguably up there with one of the best Brazilian defenders in the world. Yeah, I'm putting him up there. Brendan Rodgers has signed a new deal with Leicester City until 2025, which, if you look at it from the Premier League table, I'm not surprised, honestly. They've been playing out of their minds recently. And I can't wait to see what Brendan Rodgers has in store for Leicester City. Because if they keep going the way they are, they're looking at Champions League football next season. So that'll be interesting second half to watch. Borussia Dortmund could sign Erling Haaland for £17 million. 17 mil. I think I spoke about this in the last video, where if Haaland wants to go to a club outside, in Europe, but in England, Italy, France, or whatever the case may be, they have to pay the big bucks for him. But I think if he goes to a team in Germany, you could buy him for his release clause of 17 mil, which to me is just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this kid Haaland. I know he's arguably one of the biggest talents in the Austrian league. Don't be surprised if Haaland makes a move in January to a big team. Oh, speaking of RB Salzburg, the Japanese Cam Minamino looks to have confirmed a deal with Liverpool for about £7 million, which could be an exit door being open for Adam Lallana, something like that, because I think he's rumored to go to the MLS. So that could be a very, very interesting move. Koulibaly. We all know the situation. Koulibaly wants to get away from Napoli after everything that happened. And honestly, I don't blame Koulibaly. Koulibaly, coming into the prime of his career, he just hit 28 years old. I think he's 29 now. Still in his prime. He could play another 4 or 5 years at a top level. So it'll be interesting to see where Koulibaly goes. Oh, and he could be going to Spurs, actually. Because the whole Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld thing. They both have a little close to less than 6 months left on their contracts. Or they could just leave for free. So Mourinho, you gotta step up. Spend the big money. Manchester City are rivaling up with Chelsea to sign back Nathan Ake. Now, I believe Nathan Ake played in the youth academy of Chelsea, and I think he wasn't good enough to play for Chelsea, so I think they sold him off to Bournemouth. He's been smashing it ever since then. I think the reason why Chelsea are looking to bring him back is that there is a buyback clause in his contract, so That'll be good. Paris Saint-Germain. They are looking to buy Sadio Mane if they sell Neymar. Now, we all know the story about Neymar and the whole spiel of him wanting to go back to Barcelona. Even Barca legend Ronaldinho has told Barcelona to do everything they can to bring Neymar back to the Camp Nou. Which I I wouldn't mind it as much, but I know with the whole situation where Neymar is like he wanted to force his way out, he got the move that he wanted, and then everything else went wrong, and he wants to go back and blah 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 blah. But we'll see where that goes. That'll be interesting to see what Neymar would do. Oh, and speaking of Neymar, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City, they're willing to spend 150 mil for Neymar. The likely option is that I think he will go back to Barcelona, but I will be very surprised if he makes a move to the Premier League. Because, let's face it, PSG, I don't know. Chelsea, if they sign Neymar, they've got their money that they spent for selling Hazard. Hazard out, Neymar in. Boom, left wing sorted. Liverpool, I think if Neymar does go to Liverpool, Liverpool themselves will have to sell one of their stars. So like I said, Sadio Mane could go to PSG. And then Man City. We all know the deal with them. Leroy Sané could be on his way out the door to Bayern Munich, which leaves them with really no viable option to play at a left wing spot. I mean, Raheem Sterling can play as a left winger, but I see him more as a right winger bombing down that line. So, if you have someone like Neymar who can just cut in and then bang it in on his right foot, then you got yourself a player. In Manchester United, this is the last rumor of the day, are very, very interested in signing Kai Havertz from Leverkusen. Oh, and speaking of Leverkusen, this deal just happened like a couple hours ago, or like an hour ago, maybe two, I don't know. Leverkusen have signed Ezequiel Palacios from, I believe, River Plate? I don't know, some team out in Argentina. If you guys play career mode on FIFA, you'll know exactly who this guy is. One of the biggest up-and-coming Argentinian talents. So, I'm glad that he got the move that he rightfully deserves. And, also, back onto the topic sort of thing. This just happened, like, an hour ago, again, and this just pisses me off. The Italian FA have the utter gall to, I think they promoted this in one of their shops or whatever, of a monkey with the teams that, like, obviously play in the Serie A. They hang it up in, I think, one of their shops, and everyone's seeing it, because if you guys aren't noticing, in the Serie A, a lot of racial abuse going on over there. And, Italian FA, what are you doing? That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Y'all the Italian FA really has to get their act together. Like, I get what they're saying, they're doing their say no to racism kind of thing, but they're going about it all wrong. Like, you don't put a monkey on, like, a photo or whatever, and then just hang it up so that you classify the black people as quote-unquote monkeys. Like, you don't do that. Anyway, that's gonna be the second upload of today, the Football News episode 12. I'm trying to be more consistent on this, so I'm thinking about doing a career mode on this channel. So let me know in the comments what team you would want me to do a career mode on, and I will look to get that sorted. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. Leave a like if you enjoyed, sub if you're new, turn on the notifications. Until next time, peace.